What if Ultima's a sentient NFT? Well, that's real unfortunate. We gotta finish up these side quests. Yo, what's up, Tebix?
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
Again.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away.
Yeah.
Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
I can already give you like 2 or 3 different
He showed
things
up at the
that you can do
stables
side
one
quests
day.
on. Yeah, I was gonna say, Jill's experience in the Northern Territories, Sid prequel stories from when he worked for Waloed. Like, that would be a fucking banger. Those would be the 2 main ones.
Asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison.
He liked that.
And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
Just as you would think.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke?
Stop!
Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things.
Stop!
He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Papa
Indeed.
Elwyn.
But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Dinner time? Quest complete. Quest complete! I played the shit out of TOTK and I was sure that it was the game of the year for me. I finished to watch FF16 here on Twitch, and since I'm on PS5 and I changed my mind, 16 is the game of the year for me. Let's go! Hey, I got another fucking curiosity for my wall. And 100 Y-Right. Yo, let's go. Unless the bosses are dragons that you can only target their fucking heads.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his radiance at
Caradon.
the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men.
Let's not do that.
If it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well? Will you try? You could hardly fare any worse
I'm about to go
than
give
I
my
did.
political opinion? Interesting.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Wish me luck.
Wish me luck. What's up, back to front? What's good? To the
I
garrison!
may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Also, question. Is this terrible brown pink filter gonna go away before I get to the end of the game? Jesus Christ. It's like starting to hurt my fucking eyes.
Halt.
No, Decimus, don't answer.
Sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
It's-
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right.
It was a real
His Eminence has
question
heard all
initially,
about
and then you
and
said
your
that, and I was like,
heroics.
maybe it shouldn't be.
Wait here. I'll go and ask.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I didn't realize. Thinking like, wait, if it doesn't go away, then that means primogenesis is still a thing at the end of the game. So like, that's kind of a spoiler.
You are the
I just don't
sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Favor, sir.
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be.
No,
Proud
that's...
fighting man like
that's
yourself
not what I
shall
meant.
always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach will be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins.
Okay.
Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question.
Yeah.
That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Who the fuck are
The
you?
common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that? You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to
Is
revolt.
like his daughter or something?
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
Without citizens, there's no empire.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
Ooh.
Citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
I'm gonna go ask exactly 3 citizens.
Let's begin with those on
Yep.
the other side of the wall.
Let's go talk to exactly 3 people. I don't know. I think it has to be.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Okay, so not a big fan. Let's go talk to this guy.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows and those glass.
Come now. She surely cannot count a dominant amongst her clients. Can she?
What's up, guys?
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
I think he smells like shit.
Get me started.
I think it smells worse than the arse I never choke about.
Noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Not just a dominant. A dominant that also stole the power of 6 other dominants. Like, what? What? Imagine how terrifying, dude.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need His Eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
What's up, Heresy? We're doing awesome.
Well,
Imagine you had a
seem
nuclear
united
arsenal, you could
enough.
walk around eating another country's nuclear
What about the
arsenal.
soldiers?
Yeah. In those countries, nuclear arsenals go missing, and I feel like the effect on the populace is rather negligible. Like, I guess I was expecting a little more public panic about the disappearance and deaths of dominance, considering that at this point there is only Odin and, like, Bahamut. And I know that there's been cases where people, like, things are happening that people don't know about, okay, you know? They might not know, of, like, what Jill gave Shiva to me, you know? Like, that's something that no one would really know, and that makes sense. But there's other instances like Garuda and Titan where it's like... But then Garuda was also like a special agent who like worked from the dark that like not a lot of people were supposed to know about. So I don't know.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean,
To be fair, that's actually starkly realistic. For most people that aren't super high in the aristocracy, it doesn't matter much who's holding their yoke or why.
look around us. You can see...
Yeah, but I think that comparing like real life aristocracy to a universe where there are individuals that literally have godlike powers, and like giant crystals disappearing, like I think that's a little bit out of the scope of reality. You know what I mean? It's like we don't genuinely have a person who commands the ability to raise mountains and crush cities. You know what I mean? And I feel like if we did, I think that that would be very commonly spoken about. You know what I mean? I don't know, but they live in a different kind of world. Their world's completely different. Like for us, that's outlandish because we've never had anything like that. But it's like if that, you know, for them, it's like dominance have been a thing for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. I don't know, but hundreds of years at least.
The state the realm's in. The traders might not like.
So for them, it's, you know, maybe that is why. Also, you have to consider the fact of, like, probably average lifespans in this universe are also likely shorter than what we experience. So, as far as, like, I don't know how that would affect... I don't know if that actually has an effect. I don't know.
Volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad. Maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just...
It seems like half the populace has built-in crystal cancer, pretty much.
How it goes.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
Yeah.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards,
I'm a soldier,
I don't
mate.
care how he does it.
Yeah, Admiral, it does feel like they're waiting until, like, the very end to give us lore on the Fallen, because there's been a lot of...
As long as you remain...
little remarks, but nothing major.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Sabine.
Philippe.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now.
That was easy.
Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go.
That's not...
Thanks again.
What I said. That's not what I said.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Protecting the ones I love is all that matters. Doesn't matter how. Well... yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. There's bad ways to protect the people you love.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare?
It went okay.
Were you able to speak with the Duke?
Yeah.
I was, but...
Sabine kind of interrupted. Became a little heated, so I excused myself.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it.
Clive goes back to the old man like, "Sir, our latest survey carried out to tell us that 5 out of 6 people think you're a dick.
Sadly, His Eminence
and 1 out of
values
6
their
doesn't give a
obedience more than
fuck."
their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good.
Yep.
Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
Oh, he changed armor.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation.
If you resign, that's how you game the system.
The lads, I wished them well, but that
I'm not sworn anymore. I resigned. Easy clap.
I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about.
Attaboy.
Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when
Quiet
those
quitting,
monsters
but
will
loud.
return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them.
You're gonna have to fight for your
We need
independence.
to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, my lady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, my lady.
Anything.
Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Philippe has a single conversation with a dude that's barely more than a stranger, and it convinces him to quit his job. Philippe is a mood.
There may be hope for Northreach yet.
Yeah, could we play some, like,
Especially with men like you and Philippe. to
music that doesn't fucking put me to sleep?
I, for my part, shall continue to work
Ugh.
on the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to until then.
Until then.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. Oh, get cozy with the sad boy music. No. No. 1,400 meters? Suck my cock. Oh, it's this quest right here. Whoops. Theo!
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
Good.
That is good news.
Yes. But I still have much and more to prepare. You couldn't do me a quick favor.
What's the favor? Is
What
it
is it
gonna
this
really
time?
be quick?
More wild beasts?
One
Nothing
small
like
favor?
that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Bro, you are 25 feet away from where you want me to go. What? Dude, it's right there.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead.
Huh.
Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered...
You had no opportunity?
None at all.
El? I saw Vonnie...
And with good
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard?
Yes.
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashloock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is.
Press X.
Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others.
Oh yeah,
Someone
true,
needs
bro.
to
You're
prepare the
a
place and keep
fan
any
of Clive.
prowling beasts at
Yeah,
bay.
tell me your top 3 Clive moments.
Oh, and that's me, is it?
Thanks for the 6 months, man.
Well,
Congrats on the new
looks
sub
like
badge.
I'm following orders till she gets back from
Randalar.
meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme.
Uh-huh.
She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashloock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now, and if El's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you
Clive!
farewell and safe travels, my friend.
Clive!
I'll gather my men and leave for Cashloock.
What's up, Cody?
Make sure the place is well stocked.
You are not my Ifrit. I am.
Go to Randalar.
Number
and see if you
2.
can stop my
Joshua!
the Consortium's
Number 3.
Heads off.
Joshua!
If she won't consider her
Are the Clive moments or are they
someone
Torgal
has to.
moments?
I'll do my best.
Number 3, Cloud.
Clive! Oh, Clive!
To Randalar, then. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
I want an accessory that
Wish
lets
to
me
consult with me.
auto run to the nearest quest point. What?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first.
You wouldn't
It
even
was
like have to
only
play
our
the
regard for
game.
you that kept us from bidding.
The game would literally
But
play
your
itself.
hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual.
Well, only if you used all the
And
other
so
ones
we
too, but,
resumed
you know.
our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is
He
done.
sounds like Sylvester.
Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such
He does,
unconventional
yeah.
merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over.
Is it Uncle Byron? No way it's like Uncle Byron, right?
That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
They said from across.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours.
On the other continent.
They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay.
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Valisthea is one continent and then Storm, or Ash. Valisthea is 2 different continents. You have Storm and Ash. Potential DLC there?
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
Off a side quest, though?
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers.
Hey.
But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
Yeah.
I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashloock. The village is under attack.
What?
A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head.
A dragon?!
Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Monsters and a dragon!
Thank you, Clive.
Helone, protect
I'll
us!
gather some men and join you there. Just
Bear's being well treated, I'll believe it when I see it.
make sure he's safe.
Clive did it. Try it anyway. Nidhogg strikes again. Nidhagen, Vertagen. Trading. A dragon! Where is this dragon?
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that.
Fuck your prayers. I'm gonna go save this dude. Right, Torgal. You ready?
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Like that you can't turn around. Like, I think you should be able to fucking turn all the way around with that ability. Where's the dragon?
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Oh. It's another fucking head. dragons. They're the worst enemies in this whole fucking game. They really are, man. They're so fucking stupid. They're the worst designed enemies in the entire fucking game. Hands down. Just not even close.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Literally just out of my turn radius. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool, dude. I love that.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Can't skip this.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. To me, blades!
I'm hitting that, so it didn't pull it. Oh, this game sometimes, man, is so fucking dumb. Oh, I hate dragons, bro. You just can't have fun fighting them. You just have to fight like a fucking asshole. They're so lame. They're so lame. They're so fucking lame. I think that might be my highest stagger damage yet. Please target the fucking dragon! Fuck! Fuck, man! Target the fucking dragon! Please, for the love of God, stop targeting my fucking... I need to figure out what my target cycle button is because I'm so fucking sick of targeting that stupid fucking lightning rod when I want to target the enemy and pull them down.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh no. No. No, Theodore!
We have to get you out of here.
Oh, fuck.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
What?
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Side quest, am I right?
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Crimson Caravan signboard and the Breath of Fire, Scarlet Cyclone. Yeah, that was tough, dude. Wow, Lisa's VA is wonder if Lise would get less shit if her VA acted this hard in Stormblood. I think for some scenes her VA did act that hard in Stormblood. I think you might be forgetting a little bit. Oh, fuck.
Okay. Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
The green quest marker over your head.
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them.
Good.
Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too.
Oh, really?
They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders.
Oh. Owned.
Speaking of menaces, and maybe a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
Nay, therein.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention, and they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
So?
And they grow more organized by the day.
I'm an outlaw. I have to be part of that. You can't have a League of Outlaws without Sid,
No
the
matter
outlaw.
how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we can, the longer we avoid facing this one, our best hope is by finding those, perhaps,
How could I refuse?
Meanwhile, in the League of Doom.
Thank you, my lord.
The fucking League
Victor
of Evil.
will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Victor.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
No shit.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnus by now.
I did. I've developed something of a fondness for the place, and having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem a sentiment must have...
You're not the...
What is...
He asked for my... And he said the...
Then you've come. There are more camp, but we must...
All right.
There's one upright.
Leave it with me. That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
Hey guys, I know you're out here just doing bandit things, but I've come to slaughter all of you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tiger. Did I kill their leader? Take me to your leader. Steel Silk, Bloody Hide, and Magic Dash. That's crazy. That's insane.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
Right in front of you?
Ah, I see. The bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but... That's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalamil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalamil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice.
True.
Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Okay.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
Oh God, it's so gross, dude. When are we gonna get over this?
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Oh, this guy lying to us about not being a bearer because he didn't want to be a literal slave. Oh wow, what a piece of shit human being. Like, what kind of dumb fucking logic is that? He hid it from us all these years so that he wouldn't be persecuted and put in chains. What an idiot. What an asshole. Why would he lie to us? Like, dude, what? She would grow up.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
Yeah, right.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
Good luck.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill.
I don't like this. I don't like this questline.
Lubor, I can't.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like the idea of having to go around and convince people that this guy's a good person when he's done so many things for this area. Like, I do not like this at all. I don't like this.
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Of the League of Merchants.
Do you remember? That's good.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
Oh my God. Sorry, we're skipping. I have no patience for this. I do not like this at all. I do not like this questline. I'm sorry.
I assume...
I'm not doing this. You know what, dude? What they should have done is they should have had one of the kids be a bearer and put Lubor in the line of fire to defend the child and fucking turn that into a way of like, it's just, oh, Lubor's a bearer? Oh, okay. Well, we don't like him anymore. He can't be mayor. It's like, there's no other way to tell. I don't like it.
Clive, you're here.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still.
And now what? She's gonna go back to her parents, crying about Chloe, and they're gonna further brainwash her that it's okay, and then it doesn't matter.
But I spoke to Doris's scouts, and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Or kill her.
Well done.
Welcome back.
It's just tough.
Sid.
This game's just very grim, and
I'd never have guessed, you know.
Yeah.
Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw.
Guys, we don't need to go
Keen
into
to help
emo
us
mode.
out
It's
again?
fine.
I am.
No one is even talking to me about it anymore. It's
Thought
just
you
me
could sneak
talking.
off without
Going
me,
into
did
emo
ya?
mode's not going to help anything. I'm the only one talking about it.
Blackthorn.
I just need to shut up.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo.
Yep, Luna,
would ya?
you're correct. That was
Get
the
my head-
situation that kind of fucked me up a little bit because I was like, this guy seriously doesn't remember us. He's not going to apologize for treating us like shit or any of that stuff. Like, interesting.
Straight before any of them Akashic tried to bite it off.
You could just see how different his behavior was. Just, yeah.
You, ready for the off then?
Mm-hmm. We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises. Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. Then it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Yeah, I agree with you, Zebrios. I think Heaven's Ward was good, yeah, but I don't see... Look, Heaven's Ward is emotionally impactful. I don't... But the story of Heaven's Ward is relatively straightforward in a sense. Oh.
All right. Which one of you's first?
that a hippogriff? A griffin?
For el amigo!
Nice.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Is that a fucking chimera? Oh, shit.
They're not getting past me.
You're being on fire. Thank you for resubbing for almost 2 fucking years. Cool. Yeah, the Shiva Freeze is fucking sick. Yeah, this game is missing like several pretty key creatures. You have one Moogle in the entire fucking game. You have no Cactuar. That's kind of cringe. You know what I'm saying? This game is, in my opinion, missing some things that a lot of other FF games have.
The question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
Yeah, lack of diversity in enemies. You know how many wolves, bandits, and vine lashers I've fought? You know what I mean? I think there's only like... Yeah.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Yeah, but look at all the different British people. A fair trade, I would say. Zoltan.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well...
His voice sounds strange. Yeah, it talks like he's recording his voice in a tin can.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those...
I can't forgive making all of the endgame enemies magic zombies. It's so boring to me.
As for you, Blackthorn...
Have you finished?
That's twice you've turned
yeah,
up.
a Tonberry would be nice to see.
So...
More Moogles, Cactuar.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Could have been a pandemic recording.
Too bloody right you shouldn't.
Akashic models are boring and uninspired. They're the same models, they just have blue paint on them.
I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect...
Yeah, there's no... You just have potions and high potions. There's no, like, max potion. There's no, like... You have no, like... In my opinion, you really don't have any, like... Final Fantasy items. You have very, very, very few.
The excuse to hate you.
Oh, right. You do have an elixir. Right. But you never use it.
And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death.
Yeah, there's no status effects. Because, yeah, so no healing items, no status healing items, no status immunity items. No unique weapons, no elements. Yeah, I mean, you're missing a lot.
Please. Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense.
Let me put it this way. If this game didn't have the primals and other recognizable things like a Moogle, you could actually title this game a completely different game and sell it as not a Final Fantasy, and I think that you could sell the game. Like, if it didn't have essentially the icons.
Yeah, eventually.
Like, I think mostly this game's, for me anyway, mostly unrecognizable as a Final Fantasy game.
You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia.
Yeah, not a bad game.
Now...
It just doesn't have those things that I would expect from a Final
rubbish
Fantasy.
Day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore.
This is my favorite FF game, and that's
I
great.
send my sons to war wearing the shit
That's
most
all right.
of our smiths are making. I've kept
I like
working.
this game too. I mean, I like the game.
by
Don't get me
example,
wrong, but
no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoged what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The master smith turned outlaw. Back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Cid.
I think if CBU 3 gets the chance to spin the block on a mainline title, they'll knock all the criticisms out of this title out of the park. Maybe. Because they have more of a foundation to work with, is what you're saying. You have an established world in a sense, like you can focus more on some of the gameplay aspects and stuff like that because you are kind of leaning on that a little more.
Something for you?
Like make a better game, or like is that kind of what you mean? Like some of the work is already done, basically. I got a seal. Wait, what did I get a seal for?
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude.
Oh.
But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift.
Okay.
Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Hold on.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task.
I'm looking at 2 of them.
I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravojd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind
Jewel
of metal
crafting.
work. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
I agree.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Cool.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword, I promise.
My point mainly is that the not feeling like an FF thing, the issue is in the perception, not the product, which is why people don't agree on it. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that entirely. I don't think that it's all perception. I do think objectively, this game is missing some things that you might find in like basically every other Final Fantasy. But
it's funny, but none of this.
I don't think that that's just purely based on perception. I think there are some things that are kind of
possible without your help.
I don't know. But I think is perception.
You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here.
Okay.
And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right.
The people who made this game would argue it's got everything it needs to be FF, you know? Yeah.
I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Objectively, we don't have detailed itemization. Objectively, we don't have a party system with members beyond guests. Perhaps it's a bit more subjectively, but we don't have a robust and intricate character progression system. We have a character progression system that is almost completely irrelevant. Hate to say it. Ooh. To be fair, most character progressions are lacking outside a few games. I don't know if I... yeah, I don't know. I need to play more.
Bugger me.
I still haven't played 1, 2, or 3. I haven't played 5. I haven't played 8, 9. So, I haven't played 12. I haven't played 13. Look at that fucking sword.
The sword to end all.
What?
Ragnarok.
You do get Ragnarok!
Quite something.
Hey, that's some bonus points right there about this thing that we're talking about, okay? The little things that make Final Fantasy more of a Final Fantasy, okay? That's one of them. You understand? That's one of them. It needs more of that.
Trust you'll take good care of it.
That's what I'm talking about. That. You know?
Both of you.
Can I turn this bitch into Lightbringer?
Does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
Super, stop it!
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the
Ragnarok,
next,
the greatest sword ever, but yeah, we can probably make a better one.
To friendship reforged.
Good idea.
Wow, very
no
cute.
more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Attaboy.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
I haven't played this yet, so I have no opinion on how Final Fantasy it is, but as far as it hits the usual beats, great story, engaging characters, cutscenes to blow my mind, it's still FF to me. You're trolling me right now, right? This is a joke, right? I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm slightly angry. I'm angry. Here's why I'm angry. They just gave me Legendary Sword Ragnarok and at the same time gave me a design draft to craft a better sword. You have got to be fucking kidding me. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Hey, remember when I put that post in Discord and I said we're probably going to be doing like 3 hours of side quests and like an hour of MSQ? I just want to point out that it did actually take me 2 hours and 50 minutes to do all those side quests. So unironically, here we are.
You feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
Let me put it this way. What Alex said there, instead of giving you a recipe, just have a hint that they're starting to work on something else, but they're still working on it. No, that doesn't make any sense though. Why would they do that, Alec? Huh. Why would they do that? Why don't you just get to know exactly what your next weapon's going to be right when you get your current weapon? What's the fun in that, man? What's the fun in like the mystery or like allure of a more powerful weapon? Why would they do that? You know, in fact, why would they talk about making the greatest sword ever crafted when they can hand me a blueprint for a better sword? I mean, logically, can you explain that to me? If that were the case, how come we didn't just start by wanting to craft that sword? If they already had the blueprint for it, why didn't we just start there? Well, evidently, because of how this game works, it's because you have to craft Ragnarok first, Pyro. Without Ragnarok, you can't make the other sword. Okay, dude. Okay, well, guess we forgot about that more legendary sword past Ragnarok.
And what would you have had me do?
Fucking stupid.
It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
I agree, Drew.
Oh, it was crystal clear.
There is a lot of hand-holding in this game, and that's part of why the combat's so easy. Bro, the combat is too look, this is coming from someone that has no accessibility issues, okay? The combat's too easy, and that's without even using a single accessibility item. Not even one.
And established his dominance that day, and that man was
very
Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken.
It's fine, Josh.
It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
I feel they've done a good job with the game. But there's a lot of room for improvement. Yeah. Yeah, Vash, maybe something like that where like legend tells of a way of enhancing Ragnarok, but we don't know where to get the materials, you know? Some kind of narrative reason, you know? It's just tough. It's just tough. It's just lacking that depth. Is this Dion? Oof.
What is this place?
The medicine girl!
Don't move.
She saved him. It's not even funny. Huh. Oh, you can dodge anything? Name 3 things you can dodge easily. Well, I can name 3 things I can't dodge easily, and that's apparently every fucking dragon ability. He was almost dead after Bahamut.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
We took him to the hideaway, and he ended up waking up and leaving on a little dinghy, and made his way back here to the Crystalline Dominion, where he collapsed and was once again saved by the medicine girl, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, parry windows dog shit, because parry, in my opinion, parry windows like almost entirely... I almost never intentionally parry. Let me put it that way. Parries are almost always accidental, because it's so difficult to intentionally parry. Those other games get way harder in NG+, but not so much in this one in FF mode. That's always something, they can patch difficulty. Like, you can make something harder, but... maybe, like, put out a new I don't know. I mean, I use the Berserker Ring constantly.
Spirits sometimes get lost, and that
you just never need to
guide them to
parry.
their proper place.
It's just... they could take parries out of this game, it wouldn't fucking matter. Okay, let's continue. Let's just watch this.
I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
This is sad. Yeah, PC version could add something.
The fiend works from the shadows.
Is that the spear? Is that the same spear that he threw at his father?
Was it you who guided my hand, then ultimately?
Oh no.
No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
I can talk again? What?
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
No, she doesn't have a name. Yeah, Dion is I would say Dion is my favorite character.
War Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Oh, Dion's your favorite? Quick, name his 3 favorite foods. Carrots, carrots, carrots.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
Shut up, Tarja.
You will take your medicine.
I will take my fucking
Of
medicine.
course.
Okay, God damn it.
Lady Tarja.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We
Tarja
have
is
to
fucking
assume
hot.
that the
Yeah,
whole of
what a
Ash
hot
is
take, Juan.
hostile.
I don't think anyone in chat agrees with you. Tarja's hot.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
I'll go and tell you coming.
Our course.
All right.
I'll be
Be
in
there
the
in a second, Mid.
shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey.
Here we go.
They may not be
Here we
easy
go.
to come by
Some
in
side
Ash.
quests. Here we go. Here we go.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mid's a good character. I like Mid too. I hope that at some point we do get the scene of her going and visiting her father's grave.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come
Totally
to
not.
take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Triphallic terror.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long?
Fair.
Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated.
Let's go get some new info.
We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne.
So why don't we sail around to the east and land on one of the non-blight covered areas where more than likely there is a fallen ruin, because it seems that blight does not encroach upon fallen ruins.
If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Trifellatio disaster.
And tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King.
When did they start saying that? You're interrupting her? No, but when did they start calling him that? Now?
Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time.
Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash.
Not really. I'll be fighting Akashic and I'll be fighting orcs. What do you mean I'll be in unknown territory? I've been fighting those for a long time.
Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
But wait, there is.
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But
Oh,
then,
that's where Jill and I
if
were.
it wasn't hard,
I
it
see.
wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
I see.
Well said.
Oh shit, we're going to Kalimdor?
Ready, Vivian?
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
My Lord Marquis.
Phoenix, heal thyself.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled.
My lord. Yes. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of the... But His Grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Tarja and certain of my comrades among the Undying, and thankfully a recipe was found.
See how I'm making the dialogue flow together by taking out words that just don't need to be there? It's crazy how this whole interaction can happen in less time by not wasting my fucking time.
And our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help?
Yes.
For Joshua.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without...
Let me just go get it.
So it's only that you can't reach it.
Well,
It is nice that the side quests aren't mandatory. I think the side quests have given excellent world building. I just think sometimes the pacing of the side quests is a little bit off.
Fly, Ambrosia.
No problem, Fat Cat. Fenwick, it does feel like that sometimes. I think the side quests themselves are fairly good. The predictability of going and collecting 3 of X item and then blah, 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 blah is like, you know, it's kind of samey, but damn chaotic. Yeah, pacing and itemization would make a, that's a big difference.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Uh-oh, we're about to find Lilith. Oh no. Oh no. We're about to fucking have to deal with the Daughter of Hatred. It's time for Sid's VA to return as Lorath plummets from the sky. Blood-red petals.
It's my luck. Won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Waken wind! It's over!
Nah, you're just not gonna do that. Yeah, when you can do stuff like that, how is combat hard? Look, a parry, completely intentional. Yeah, I did it on purpose, trust me. Fuck, let's go! Game's got good power fantasy in a sense. I fuck shit up, you know? Oh, Cliven's best performance of the year. Dude, his VA
Better
is
collect as much as I can
insane.
before reinforcements arrive. All right, that should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
Yeah, the VAs in this game have been nuts. The music has been nuts.
Covered in nicks and knocks, the lot of them.
I honestly think the settings visually have been gorgeous. Like, pretty much all of them. Ben Starr and Ralph Ineson both rocked their characters, yes. Yes, they did. A lot of characters did, honestly. Those two just get put in a very, very emotional state several times.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Even the VAs in other languages are really good?
Yes,
I would
my
hope
lord.
so.
Thank you.
Japanese voice actors
I'm
are
sure
among
it
the
will
most
serve us
talented in the
until we can
world.
find another source.
So
I'm very glad to hear it.
if we're gonna have these kinds of performances on the English version, I would hope
You
that
and His Grace are
the
very much
Japanese ones are
alike.
just as
you
good.
know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am
Even
honored.
people like
that
Annabella's
you should
VA
say
was
so.
really good. Yep.
But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
Thanks,
I'll keep that in mind.
Soon, baby. Phoenix, heal thyself. All right, to the show.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything.
Here it comes. This changes everything.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
What are you fucking telling Joshua that you
Recall
haven't
when
told me?
We spoke before on the divinity of Ultima. Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject.
I would hope.
And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Yes?
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus?
No.
I would think not. Few have.
You never mentioned it.
But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins. And though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned
Yeah,
on Storm.
not an Ash?
What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
Yep.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss.
Huh.
To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
Convenient.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
In the ale hall.
Right away.
Lyd said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
Here we go. Glad you changed the music from that depressing theme. Yeah, I couldn't keep listening to it. It would be a shame if you could only choose one VA for Best Award, because a lot of them are very good. And a lot of the best ones are standing right here.
My apologies.
See you, Cheermancy. Thanks for hanging out.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain.
Do I have to pick?
Only Joshua and I will be going.
Oh, never mind.
And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
So I guess everyone's going.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Olive, I know, sweetie. You just have to wait a little longer.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
I want a word.
Of course.
Speak with Otto. I hope you're gonna pick Josh. I thought Josh was coming with me either way, so I didn't figure that I had to.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
All right. I hope so, Joshua. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this moment. I thought he was gonna do that. This changes everything. Lore drop right there at the table.
How do you?
That's why I was being a little bit of a pessimist about it there, because I thought that he was just gonna be like, "Oh,
Welcome
Ultima
to the
is
Patron's
this."
Whisper.
I was gonna be like, "Wow, that's fucking lame." All right, here we go, Otto.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly.
It's kind of rapid now.
Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
Thanks.
I'll hold you to that.
To Ash! I bought a fish this morning and it looked at me like Ultimate. Wow, look at this. Western Ash. The Shadow Coast. There's plant life.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs.
I thought there was
I'll
not
scout
any
ahead. See if I
shrubs or
can't
anything
find
here.
us an inland route.
Isn't that what I just read?
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, shit!
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power.
Did I get that? Good.
How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
That was an
Think I
emotional
found
roller
us a
coaster.
trail. Did I miss something?
No, nothing. Little brother just gave me a fucking good one right to the chin. It's all right.
Only that Joshua didn't.
Only that Joshua didn't miss.
I don't get it.
Gav. I like Gav. Who doesn't? The Kingdom of Waloed. Here we are. Footfalls in Ash.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waloed territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Wolfdar. Skaithfar. The Angry Gap. Okay.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Ah, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
and a Cashloock here.
Let's hope the villagers make it out in time.
You're all high in the tavern having a blast. Exactly. Oh, that's Joshua I'm shooting. What's up, Zezalix? Orcs. Some steel silk. Nice. Good thing the gate still works. Pretty well maintained.
All over again.
You know.
Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
You were popping off. It's fun. It's so fun. He was just practicing. He wanted to audition as an extra for the next Call of Duty Zombies. Yeah, really. I mean, for all of the critique I have about this game, I do love this game. It is a very, very fun game, and the combat is, you know, obviously one of the main focuses of the game, and it feels very good. There's some things about it that are kind of weird, like dragons, but other than that, it's pretty fucking good. Odin's very big on game maintenance.
Aye, aye.
Oh, fuck. The forces of Mordor spill forth from deep within Waloed!
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
I have a Titan ability, but not his block.
Peace delegation.
The block's alright.
We should send a warning to the others.
But as far as the feet,
My uncle will have an
Shivas and
coast.
Garudas are like the
I
best.
trust he'll find a way to
I
entertain
think
any
Phoenix Dash
uninvited
is very
guests.
good as well.
Our mark is Drake's spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slathering monsters.
Let's hope.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets.
You're not doing it
If we are to
alone.
best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out.
No!
I always do.
Yeah, right.
Mostly.
Mostly.
You sure about this?
No.
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aisla.
Then we make
4
our way
chunks
there,
of clutch mine.
resupply, and wait for Joshua.
It's going well, Tenebrae. It's going well. Finally on the other continent. References. Yeah. A Song of Hope was at the beginning with Joshua. Oh, this isn't gonna fucking... This isn't gonna be an issue, surely.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
classic wooden bridge setting. Do we actually cross?
That must be Eastla.
Wow. They didn't do it. Okay. I thought they were gonna do it. Oh fuck, 20 bloody hides, bro. I'm so stoked. So stoked about these bloody hides. Hey man, Gil's Gil. True. I could sell them. I didn't really think about it like that.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
I did not get the chest by the chronolith. I didn't see a chronolith. But I also didn't explore the area.
Like this?
Probably.
A question for later, Gap. To me! To me, Here they come!
And come, and come. I don't want to die here, Clive.
Then don't!
Yeah, good advice, Clive. Don't, forehead. I didn't charge, it's awkward. Of course.
It isn't over yet!
Of course it bloody isn't.
Wow. That's a spicy meatball.
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Is it Odin? Oh, fuck, it is. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What the fuck? Is that the sword I'm with? What does it look like? Oh. Look at his spears, all these. What is going on? Is he using his limit break on me? What the fuck? Is it like a DLC weapon? Where did he get that? Active time lore? No! Dude, his cloak reminds me of like the Knight in Black? The fucking guy we just fought in 14. Golbez, thank you.
If the vessel would see the path
This is
open,
cool.
it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Is he talking about us absorbing him? Are we about to get down?
Shit! No!
Dude, what the fuck?
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
I feel the same way, Gav. I feel the same fucking way. Would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Clive's about tired of Odin's shit.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
Dude, what the fuck? Makes me very mad that this game is so goddamn good.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Yeah, of course we didn't. There's always new beacons to get, Gek. You miss out on precision counter by using the Berserker Ring? Cared one, chill out. Stop rating the game I haven't finished. You haven't even finished it either. Shut the fuck up. You don't give a rating on a game until you finish the shit, alright? Fucking freak. Wait, what the hell? This one's...
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
Good boy, Torgal. Being a lookout.
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcade. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arcade is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world.
Ragnarok.
You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
Her name's Edda. Yeah, she's definitely gonna go crazy and fucking use someone's head to resurrect a fucking crazy beast.
Thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
She carrying someone who's like chosen by a dominant or something? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? She's gonna give birth to the fucking warrior of light. What the fuck?
You mean it's a
Oh, the baby
bearer.
is a bearer. Ah.
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out.
Right, bearers are more resistant to it. I always forget that.
This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
Great. Let's go have a mega cinematic battle around a tower. Joshua. Oh shit. Hopefully he finds some good shit.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be...
Caradwin, do not. If her baby hadn't been a bearer, does that mean it would have gone Akashic in the womb? Let's not go there. Yeah, but yes, it would. They both would be. That would have been bad. Yo.
The mural is complete.
Odin, Titan, Bahamut, Shiva, they were all there.
Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramun, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
Maybe that's not Ultima. Yup. That's what I was saying, dude.
By the Founder.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
The complete vessel.
So that's how it's gonna be then.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
We have always avoided the tower. People said it was haunted, that they could hear voices from within.
I'll keep an eye on Edda. Which is the best I can do, since I only have the one.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
So that thing at the top, it is not a mishmash of all the icons. It's Ifrit and Phoenix, which obviously we saw as, I believe they called it Ifrit Risen or something like that. So yeah, the combination of the two fire icons together is the primary vessel that Ultima wants. One thing is that we do have this item that we can craft that I don't have yet. It's called Ouroboros Bonds or something like that. And it talks about how the Devourer gave birth to 2 sons. And I think that's talking about Clive and Joshua, the 2 fire icons. I think that that's like alluding to these 2 characters. So maybe like Dark Phoenix Risen or some shit, you know? Honestly, a pure guess, and that Ifrit plus Phoenix together is the true fire icon, since they question how 2 exist in the first place. Yeah, I think that that is very likely. That they are meant, yeah, that they're meant to be a single being. And that Ultima would have that being as his vessel to basically become the god of gods. I fucking hate this. Odin has dark. That's what they have in stone here. Now I just want to know why Leviathan is lost. Maybe the crystal was destroyed and it never chose an icon again or something, if that's where it comes from.
This is it, boy.
To the Tower of Babel. A single, stolid spire rising high above the dreadlands to pierce the very heavens. Reverie, the kingdom of Waloed. It's like a giant fallen spire.
I've come for you.
Guys, stop speculating on fucking DLC. I haven't finished the game. Please. When you guys speculate about what will be in DLC, it suggests that it's not going to be in the game, which is a spoiler. So just don't do it. Don't do it.
Stay close, Torgal.
Shh, shut the fuck up. You don't have to bark at me every fucking time I say something to you, man. Borg, 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 Borg. Borg. The Last King.
The tower. It's alive.
Of course it is. I like the song. The tower's alive with the sound of music.
More echoes of the fallen. They seem to feed on ether. Well, there shouldn't be any here.
I think they're dead. I think I got them.
Bloody fallen. Why do all their floors seem to have a mind of their own?
Oh, right. Oh, right. Doesn't do anything if there's no targets. That's awkward. Please, dude.
Garuda!
frames. Favorite boss fight so far? Definitely Bahamut. Titan was pretty sick as well, but Bahamut's just crazy.
This won't be easy.
Fuck. Fuck the timing on that up. Typhon was a cool boss too. The music was... Typhon was scary. The favor of ice. Ice. Boss time? Mini boss time? Flannel fantasy. Final fantasy.
If I were Barnabas, where would I be?
At the top?
The top. So I could look down on the world.
You're in a tower, Clive. It's not that fucking smart of you. Where do you think he's gonna be, dude? Hello, Taro! Maybe Barnabas loves basements. He seems like the kind of guy that would have a sex dungeon. Honestly. I'm assuming in some capacity, Dion is gonna, like, show up during this battle. Like, maybe Dion shows up with Joshua during this whole thing, and, like, maybe Dion sacrifices himself so that we can fucking defeat Odin. And then fucking me and Joshua go fight Ultima. dungeon seems pretty on brand for Barney. That's kind of what I was thinking, to be honest.
It's over. Awaken!
Sex dungeon with Benedicta, yes please. Zebrios, yes. He just knows he's right because someone more powerful than him said so. Yep. I'm doing that which I must. And I'm so much wiser than you for following Ultima. What the fuck is that? It's a red version of the thing I fought before. Crazy.
Well, that's new.
Oh.
Though I expected a fall like all the rest.
I see. Oh, that's my highest stagger damage so far right there. Fucking boss in this game. Please! It's so fucking easy! Right.
What was that thing?
The only bosses that aren't hard are ones with broken ass targeting mechanics, like fucking stupid ass dragons. Someone clip that for when he dies. Bro, it would only be the fucking... the fourth time in like the whole entirety of the game. I have more deaths on one specific boss than all the everything else in the game combined, only because that boss had shit targeting mechanics.
You know what to do, boy.
Should you go back and watch the VOD? Sure, if you want to see me get pissed off about a poorly designed boss, sure. If that's entertaining to you, then yeah. Yeah, Svarog's a terrible fight. It's fucking terrible. His mechanics are cool, sure, but like, targeting the head is so fucking trash. So tragic. Like, his mechanics are cool, okay? I just turn around and go the wrong fucking direction. There's no map. I have no idea. Did I turn around and come back? Yes, I did. Yeah, I beat him. I killed him. It was just annoying. It took me like I think Spartak took me like 3 or 4 tries. Reddit loved it, so I felt confused. It's because it's the only boss that gave them a challenge, but not because it's well designed. It's because it has poor targeting mechanics. That's well, it's not for me to say why people like something, but if I had to ponder a guess, I would say that's probably why. Because they felt like it was one of the only difficult bosses in the entire game. I'm about to like put on a fucking sword from the beginning of the game so that I just don't do that much damage. I found out quick that the lock-on targeting is more of a curse than a blessing. It's terrible. I know I didn't target lock it, but that's not what I'm saying. Like, that's not what I'm saying. You guys are basically like, you're coming up with ways that you had to basically change the way that you utilize the game's targeting system because it didn't work properly. That's not good fight design. But it had exaflares, and that makes it good. Exaflares. Fucking exaflares. But I love this game. Don't get it twisted. I really love this game. For all my, like I said, for all my criticisms, this game fucks. Ozma Reborn. Dodecahedra flares. Very cool. It's the Traveler. It's the Traveler. It's about to terraform. Orb. It's an electrode. I'm on my way to get Zapdos. It's very cute. It's very cute.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
Oh, yes, you may. Oh, press the attack. I'm sure this is a very large threat looming on the horizon. Oh, what is it possibly gonna do? It's very cute. Let it go off for science. It's the only way to ever find out. Javier, let's go! Chimera, thank you so much. Hey, congrats on the 6-month sub badge, too. Dude, with the katana too? Ooh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Oh. Back to back. Cool. Like I said though, I need to fight 2 of these at once.
What's one more, eh, Toggle?
Giant dismantled. See ya. Like I said, can I fight 2 of them at once? Cool. That was an Odin night. Sick. Is it raining? No, someone's pissing. Like, what am I talking about? Is it raining? I think we're at the top. Is Barnabas pissing on me from the top? Just fucking.
Almost there.
You did make him wait a while. The weather has changed. How could you possibly fight Odin and have it not be in the rain? Odin in 14 only comes during thunderstorms, remember? Mythos, this piss is essential to lube the bonds of consciousness. The horse needs to pee too, you know, it's a big horse. They say piss like a racehorse, don't they?
I can feel him.
Is that Ultima? It's a 4-armed being. Is that Ultima? Ultima's got 4 arms. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta go back and delete the other screenshot I just took because this one's significantly better. Before I forget. Also, look at this fucking screenshot. How cool is this? Cool. Clive is so cool. Anyway.
Why?
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Gotcha.
That's a throne?
What care ye
Is that what
for
that is?
these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will.
Okay, dude. Okay.
Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong.
I pull my katana.
It is no corruption. It is who I am.
Lick 'em.
Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on.
Giga Chad.
And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
Oh, that's a good screenshot.
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic. And with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters. I gave myself unto him. My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more.
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
He's doing the crazy man laughs.
Very well. Come then. Show us the strength of your will.
Yes, sir.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
Ah, that's a good line. Sick.
If you think your will the stronger, prove it. By this day's end, you shall know the truth. God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none.
Fuck you, Barnabas! You suck! You're a sad boy, and I disagree!
Fuck!
Turn off the MCR! Ah!
Desperate, are we?
No! He wants you to transform. Odin's all horsing around. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's go.
Finally, we can begin.
Damn. That was cool.
Almost.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
Shown the path. Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
Perhaps you still require persuasion. And will you see?
That is fucking annoying, dude. That's fucking really annoying. I literally tried to reposition it, and then it fucking moved me back off of it, and it literally it didn't move it. That's dumb. Right, I always fucking forget. Charge up people unless you're in the goddamn air. apparently missing everything. Okay, moving on.
What? I cannot be
Defeated? You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your god believes.
Ooh. Nice. He actually said it cannot be. Huh. Breaking Thornton. Oh. I thought they killed the dog. I thought they killed the dog. Oh.
Damn it.
Holy shit. You gotta fuck his horse up. Break the horse's legs. Joshua! We need you! And Dion, please! I need everybody! Oh my, what is happening?
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. What you will.
I'm about to get Zantetsuken. Bahamut! Phoenix! Susano this? Oh my god, I actually am. I actually am. Rejoice! Revel!
You dare!
Odin got Zantetsuken! Let's go!
You've made a weapon of your weakness.
I literally, I broke the fucking blade!
My apologies.
We Zantetsuken his fucking horse! Look at his sword!
You are not the fool I took you for.
I guess everything was fine.
So it ends.
No! What? Did Ifrit just say no?
Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos. Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long-becalmed heart.
He's
filling it with a joy that I have not known.
Ah!
A test of your reflexes.
I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now
It's like Xenos and Fan Daniel together.
not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it.
So he's got. Did he get some of my powers? Did he get some of mine? Knock it off! He sounds like Sleipnir. Oh, he does. That is.
Salvation is come!
Salvation is come!
Peace unending!
The All-Wielder?
This day will come. What proof have you?
Why you with us? Your mere existence is proof of the Lord's grand design.
Maybe he fucked up his design a little bit. Maybe Gregor, if Gregor is a thing, you know, maybe,
Your God!
You suck, Barnabas. I would try a little harder if I were you. Because this is gonna hurt.
Never know this power. My heart, it soars as it did the day I won Ash.
It's like cool.
Since then, many have sought my crown with us.
Yeah.
But none could wrest it from my head.
Uh-huh.
Come! Have you the strength? Have you the will?
Is he going Akashic? Seems like it.
I am yours, Mythos. Claim me as your...
Circle of Malleus? Isn't that the... Wasn't that the name of that religion? Oh my god, he's like crazy! All right. If I don't get to fight your icon, I'm gonna be real upset. Oh, I knocked his helmet off. Oh, I thought I cut his fucking head off.
The day is at an end. And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his.
Clive Rossfield.
With the katana, too. So, cool. Okay, cool. Whoa, I leveled up! Crazy! Sick. Okay. Dark Shard. Huh. I'm gonna make a sword with that. That was a cool fight, but definitely not Bahamut levels. Wait, okay, so that's it? He looks so good wet. Yeah, I get that it makes sense, Clive versus Barney. They probably, I think it would have done well to have a segment. I mean, we did fight as Ifrit versus him, but like a small segment of punching the fuck out of Odin would have been kind of cool. But like, that was still good.
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world, but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving, even if it means killing a god.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not?
About to force Odin onto us? Yep. It's a reverse yoink.
We shall fulfill our destinies.
I do not consent!
The Lord's mother.
You really can't pull your foot away?
Feel theirs.
Take your sword out and cut his fucking head off, Clive!
Field. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No.
There you go. Took you long enough. Just. Torgal's just standing there and growling? Yeah, like. Ooh.
At long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
One single tear.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Oh, fuck. You couldn't wait 5 fucking minutes?
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength, to gorge yourself on their being, to edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
I cannot help but think of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Whenever I hear anyone say shudders and or quivers in anticipation.
Oh, it's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There, all shall end and begin again.
The back of the first worm? Is he talking about... on Drake's spine? Ultima's fucking weird. He is fucking weird. I was thinking Leviathan maybe, but I don't think he counts as a worm. You mad, bro? Jeez. It's frustrating, Clive, but you did the thing. Serpent, worm, yeah, I want it to be Leviathan.
Run! Quickly, my lord, quickly!
Fucking uncle.
Why the hell is my city guarded with a castle? Don't ask me, ask them!
Fucking headbutts him!
When was Eugen Hamel want to hide when there was a fight to be had? Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tells off the man half my age! And then you turn up! What the hell are you doing here? What indeed?
Rip this guy.
There's 200,000 or more counting yours. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size. Then one of the central kings.
Then I guess you might need some help.
A contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the
We still have
still stands.
a beautiful, beautiful man
An army on their doorstep to
who's looking to find some semblance of
It does put things into perspective.
penitence.
Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along.
Penance, pardon me. Oh, fuck.
Hamel, I need you to lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them. My best men!
They're on round 50 of zombies.
I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help. You're My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing. Then you and he are of the same mind. Try fights for the opposite. He fights for a world in which they shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow. Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against a kingdom.
Look at this full-on dialogue during this fight. Like, what? Who was that?
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Ah, let's fucking go!
Damned
Dion!
Our numbers are few.
Why is there no fucking music, you dumb fucks? That is literally where you cue the epic music, man. Like, where is it?
But I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
This vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the
There he
courtyard.
is.
Quickly.
Terence.
My lord.
He made it.
You will find a girl there.
A girl?
Oh, the medicine
We
girl.
are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I'm ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell. My prince.
I think Dion is gonna die. Five years later. Not even one last snoo. No, they can't do that. Not when there's other people around. They'll see that and they'll be like, what the fuck? What kind of gay shit is that? And then they're not going to give us our help. Remember, Dion's our vouch.
Clive, thank fuck. You alright?
I am.
They never had the
But I'm a
Bahussi,
damn
dude.
sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And
They don't understand.
Barnabas.
Game not gay enough. 2 out of
King
10.
is
2 out of 10. Yeah, they would definitely not say, yes, Bahamut, slay. Yeah, they're not really gonna.
So,
They were out of the room, though. They could have had a little cheek peck or something, you know? Yeah, they're all dead, Etta. Sorry. But not you. And not your baby.
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless.
And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, me lords.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Dreadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice. All to serve Ultima, in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing. Or a mercy of sorts. A way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the mother crystals were Ultimas.
Finally, dude! Oh my god, what? What? That's when they tell you? What? It's been like 20 game hours! It's been like 30 game hours, bro! I'm shocked.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
Yeah, a lore entry told me a long fucking time ago, Joshua. This isn't even a fucking surprise, okay?
We know that the mother crystals have been leading the land of ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is...
For those that aren't understanding my issue there, that are like, why is this guy freaking out? The active time lore told us that the crystals were from Ultima way too early. Way too early. Way earlier. I actually forgot about that almost up until this point because it had been so long since they accidentally fucking spoiled us that early. So.
What Ultima stands to gain from that? What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you. And you alone.
Nope.
Yet, it is not merely a freat that he desires, but a freat and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined shall his vessel be complete.
So does that mean you have to die? Joshua, I'm gonna fuck you up!
Quite why he needs a vessel. is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell. A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Or without the mother crystals. But if we destroy them all...
It's physic. It's physic.
We will stop not only the Blight, but Ultima as well.
It's Summoner's physic.
We stick to the plan then. Only this time...
we face him together.
Well, it's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.